Leave it to me. Here, let me help you.
I won't hold you back!
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Thank you so much for—
It's only natural that anyway.
If I can find a
Yes, Actually,
I've never tried that.
I'm quite curious.
Look at it sparkle. Come a little closer. Nice and spicy. Come a little closer. Don't be such a brute. Hit. Hit, hit.
Huh?
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Let the show begin. Hi. Boba, get them!
Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Out of the frying pan.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
I'll protect us. Boba, get them!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Right out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Come a little closer.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Help! Nice and spicy!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
You're toast!
Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well? Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
there's a perfectly still. Oh, wait a second.
Well, it seems that we have...
It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. Hang on a moment. What am I supposed to be called? Oh, call me. I suppose you may call me
So you're the little help.
Madam Ping. You may leave all matters your journey may be far from... Though it is the Adepti who create realms such thus, we teapot spirits were You may consider me Now, allow me to Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, as long as you have a blueprint, you can refashion this realm.
Blueprints? Oh, that's right!
Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the object, then simply release the thought from...
Wow! Is that all it takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we?
I doubt it. A golden... He said that even though subspace creation is a product of this world is not a true one, after all. It provides...
A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
I hardly remember myself. Well, let's not dwell on that. If there's anything you...
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
The one before you isn't... Ah.
If you ever have any...
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. But I still, over the years, and how could I have forgotten love, regret? No, after all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about it how curious. I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay. Seems it's just like that certainly explains. At least we were able to help. What? According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Come a little closer.
To the theory.
You come a little closer. Come a little closer.
My blade! Finally, No.
Come a little closer.
Let's get down to business. How's this?
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
To the fairy?
You're in for a little shock.
Finally, No.
Let's dance. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones, but why would they take action against? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food!
How many times do I have to say it?
You dare deceive us?
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
What? We heard the commotion.
I see. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai. In the past, we'd simply ask. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just know it.
No one seems to care about. It's no wonder all the visions have.
This must be one of the people. Maybe we should talk to Kur.
Why not keep me company for a while?
I've never even heard it. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. My own family can barely get by as it is. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day.
Well, that's strange.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I would prefer. And is.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for my. To top it all off, if you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling, but we better confirm. Let's go round up those we should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
We really outdid all those samurai.
You haven't. Today's just.
You demand.
These seem like the treasure hoard.
Fry!
Come a little closer.
Aw, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the Kurosawa? Oh, so he's the one who sent you out.
So what did you see?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was a complete mess. I didn't want anyone else to see it, but now that you've caught us...
You've got it deep.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing.
Yeah, a lot, and they all seem to be made out to the owner of a. We better talk to this missile. As for you guys,
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
Stop adding weird abilities to the character.
Surely it'd be more interesting for the protagonist to discover their ability to stop time here.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions were coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries. You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision, and the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell up. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Is it just me? Or are there more Outlanders now?
third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well? It's nearly time for afternoon tea. Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later. It's nearly time for afternoon tea. Today's no